Hello, I'm Mary Yanez, Director of the Senior Adult Program, and this is Mature Living, a show that brings you information about activities, about staying healthy, about classes, and just in general, all kinds of information. We love having our guests here on Mature Living and inviting people from, as an example, the YMCA. And so we've invited Michelle Ortiz, who is the fitness, I love that word, fitness and youth program coordinator. Thank you for being with us.
I am the fitness and youth program coordinator. I'm also one of the fitness instructors. So I teach many different classes, and some of these classes made for our seniors. I talk to the parents, with the kiddos, and just building relationships with our members.
It's kind of a fun job, isn't
Yes.
it? I mean, it doesn't even seem like work to me.
It's so fun. I love it.
Yeah, great. And so tell me a little bit about seniors and who, we know one, that Irma Rodriguez, who's one
Yes.
of our volunteers with the Senior Adult Program. And hopefully she brags about being involved with our program here at the college, but also she's a volunteer for you.
She is, and she does brag about you guys all the time. She's one of our most valuable members at the Y. She never misses a class. She loves her line dance. I've dragged her into some of my weight classes and everything, and we just love her. She is so amazing. She helps out with all the activities. She always volunteers, and she's always there having a great time. So at the Y, we offer a safe space for our seniors to come and not only, get their fitness goals, keep them active, keep them moving and healthy, also a place where they can make some new friends, where they can just get out of the house, speak with other seniors, make some new friends, make new family, sit, chat, mingle, and even drink some coffee.
Very good. Very good. And that's always good. And you're at the Loya branch on Traywood. But you have other branches.
Yes, we also have a branch at the Northeast, which is our bowling YMCA, and we have a West Side location as well.
Very good. And so tell me about the programs that you offer. You mentioned swimming, Zumba, aerobics, and many grandmas and grandpas are the ones that have to kind of be in charge of the kids while their parents are working, and then there's school breaks. And tell me how you manage to get them to come.
So we offer Y Play, which is amazing. It is like a daycare. So while the seniors go to their classes, they get the chance to drop off their kiddos at Y Play. So the kids they play while the parents or the grandparents work out. Also, when we have intercession or fall break or whatever, the kids can go to camp. So that gives the seniors a chance to always be able to get their workouts done, get out of the house, and still bring their kids with them.
Do you have events? I know we're about mid-November right now, and Thanksgiving is coming up. And of course, we just had the Halloween thing, with passing out of the candy, and I'm sure your volunteers help with that as well, the seniors?
Yes, they do. We had our fall festival where all our seniors always volunteer to help out, pass out candy. And for Thanksgiving, we always do a huge potluck for our seniors where they dress up, they bring lots of food, so they get a chance to have like a little party at the facility. After they work out, they get all dressed up, we eat, we have music, they even line dance at our parties.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that is so good, because that certainly keeps the social aspect of when some of the dimensions that we have to maintain our mind, our body, and our spirit, intact. And so I'm sure you have discounts for seniors. Tell me how that works with insurances, and how do they become members?
So one great thing about the Y is that we accept insurances. So most of our seniors who come, they have Medicare, they can have United, different insurances, and we offer not only a discount but a free membership with their health insurance, which is great, and they can take benefit, from their health insurance and have a free membership, and they can use all our facilities, swimming pool, our fitness classes, our weight room. We even have a jacuzzi and a steam room, which they love.
Oh my gosh! And you keep it safe and sanitized and,
Yes.
and everything. So, tell me about Silver Sneakers, because this is a YMCA we're talking about. I know there's another Y, the YWCA, but we're specifically talking to you about the YMCA. And tell me about Silver Sneakers as well.
So Silver Sneakers is one of our great programs that we offer that is made specifically to our senior needs. We have classes that are made with chairs. We have low impact classes. We offer equipment for them that they can use that is not heavy. We also have a multifunctional trainer called the Queen Axe, and we have a specific program made just for them, made adjusted to their ages, and then we do exercises customized for each senior.
Wonderful. How long are your classes, and when do you have, how do we get your schedule?
So our classes mostly are 45 minutes long. We have classes starting at 8 a.m. in the morning all the way up to noon. And then we also have classes from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
For the working seniors.
Yes.
And the working people. And how many members do you have? I'm sure you have tons, with the 3 branches.
Right now we have over, I can't even say a number, but we have hundreds of members and mostly seniors. I would say that 70% of our community are seniors, which is amazing. It's amazing because it's their home, it's their family, and then they bring their families into the Y too, so that is great.
And then also you help adults, family, bearing age of the kids, the babies, and then you've got the ones that the little ones preschool, and then you've got the other ones after school kids. So tell me what kinds of programs you have for families.
So we offer youth programs which are made for kiddos from 2 years and up, all the way up to teenagers, and then we have our fitness classes that are not Silver Sneakers, so that the mommies and daddies can drop off their kids at the youth programs. They can come to our fitness classes. We have got Zumba, we got Butts and Guts, we have Queen Axe, we have swimming lessons, we have dance classes, we offer cheer, gymnastics, sports. So we have a little bit of everything for everyone.
So people, I guess, should visit the one closest to their home, where it's convenient. They can go to the West Side, YMCA. I keep thinking about the
dance. Why?
I went to a party recently for an 80-year-old, and they were dancing the YMCA song. So there I was doing the YMCA, trying to remember how to do my arms. That was so much fun, though. But I'm sure you play that in your parties.
My kids love, every time they hear that song, they start dancing the YMCA song. They love it. Everyone knows it and everyone loves it.
It's cool. It's a good advertisement,
yeah.
too. So you have packages, also for families. Where do they start?
So we have family memberships starting at $49. However, we do offer the discounts with the insurances. We have the add-ons, and the great thing is we have financial assistance. We offer military discounts and discounts for our seniors as well.
Oh, that is so good. And then you have financial assistance, like you say, family packages. The memberships are awesome, and I'm sure people have been members, and families have been members for years and years. What success stories do you have of some of those families that just are part of your family, of the Y family?
I have lots of seniors that have passed generation to generation, where already their grandkids are in our facility. Some of them are older, they're teenagers. We have an Independence Pass, which allows the kiddos, once they turn 12 and up, they can use our weights. So we train them so that they can start their fitness journeys. And we have lots of families that have been members at the Y for over 20 years, and they continue to come.
That is so good. That is so good. If I haven't asked anything, do you think of anything that you want to share that maybe I didn't ask you about the YMCA?
Well, other than just a fitness facility and a swimming pool and the sports, it's a safe place where you can build relationships, have fun, bring your whole family. This has become my second home. I basically live at the YMCA. My kids love it. We have amazing staff that are friendly, that are helpful, and it's just bringing together the community.
Yes, and that's what it's all about. And the same for us with our senior adult program and our classes that we offer free for seniors throughout the community. They build a relationship and a friendship with their peers, in classes. with the instructors as well. And you're one of the instructors.
Yes.
What do you teach?
So I teach Zumba, I do butts and guts, I teach spin classes,
What is
I
that?
teach weights. Butts and guts is a class for core and glutes, which is the parts that everyone wants to work out the most.
Butts and guts. Is that how you pronounce it?
That's how
new
we
to me.
say it. And as an instructor, I just love being a part of their fitness journey. I have people, seniors and non-seniors, that come in not being able to lift a weight, and then a couple months after, they're doing squats, they're doing even burpees and going on the floor.
Wow. Now that is amazing because, yes, some of us have very weak legs, very weak core, and we can't even reach to get a cup from the top of the
Yes.
cupboard and in the kitchen. And so we need to be able to stretch as well. Do you have any of those kinds of exercises?
I do. Actually, I offer a stretch class, which is called Stretch It Out, and I have a lot of seniors that love it because you get to unwind, you stretch your body, you relax, and it helps with your joints. It helps to stretch out and relax your muscles. And it's just a 30-minute class where you calm down, you don't have to be jumping. It's a class capable that, you know, that everyone can come in and do it. It is amazing.
Yeah, do all your facilities have the swimming, the pool?
Yes, we do. We have
Indoor
the Loya facility has an outdoor pool, which is only open during the summer times. However, Bowling and Westside, they have outdoor pools which are open year-round, and we offer swim lessons
Indoor?
all year. Indoor.
Indoor pools.
Yes.
So there's two facilities that have indoor pools and one that has an outdoor
pool.
Very good. Gosh, you're very busy, I'm sure. thank you for coming to
Thank
the
you for
Mature
inviting
Living show to share about the different opportunities that seniors have in this community to stay healthy. And that's what it's all about when we get older, just trying to hang in there and stay healthy. And we appreciate the young folks like you trying to keep us old folks, healthy. And we want people to join the Y and support. It's a nonprofit organization.
We're a nonprofit organization.
Yes, and so we want to keep you going.
Yes.
And we appreciate you being here. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
Of course, we've been talking with Michelle Ortiz, who is one of the coordinators of the fitness and youth programs at the YMCA. And thank you for being with us. I appreciate you. And we'll see you again. Come back when you have some more good news for us.
Okay, absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, and we'll be back with more Mature Living guests. Thank you for staying with us here on Mature Living. We're about mid-November right now, and there's so many things that we're going to be seeing as we visit our elders for Thanksgiving. We invite them into our homes, or we go into their homes and help them celebrate, and of course Christmas as well. So we'll be seeing how our seniors are doing. And one of the things that I worry about, and many families I'm sure do, is worry about dementia and how our grandma or grandpa or mom or dad are doing, and if there's anything progressing that we need to kind of look out for. So we've invited a Bienvivir representative, Dr. Cuauhtemoc Hurtado. He's the medical director at Bienvivir Health Services, and it's an all-inclusive health program, but we'll tell you how to contact Michelle Salinas, who's the marketing director there, later on in the show. But thank you for being with us, Dr. Hurtado.
Thank you for the invitation, Mary. I'm glad to be here.
I'm sure that you're so busy with so many hundreds of seniors that you take care of, mostly frail, through Bienvivir Health Services, senior health services that it's hard for you to get away. But I'm sure you have a great medical team because you're the medical director. Tell me about your medical team there at Bienvivir.
Yes, we have 3 centers at Bienvivir, and each center has 2 doctors and 1 nurse practitioner, and they form teams all together with a social worker and the nurse to take care of our participants.
Yes.
And as you said, they are mainly elder persons with several medical conditions. And talking about dementia, about 40% of our participants has dementia.
Dementia.
Yeah.
And that is, falling is a big problem that we worry about, falling. And the other one that is Alzheimer's or some sort of dementia, some form of dementia. Because we want to stay healthy and to be able to live our life through with a sharp mind, not forgetting who we married or, our daughter's name and things like that.
Correct,
so tell me a little bit about, is it a syndrome or what is dementia?
Yeah, dementia is a syndrome because a syndrome is called when you have a group of signs and symptoms all together, but the reason could be very different.
Okay.
As dementia is. Not all dementia is Alzheimer. Even when it's the most frequent cause of dementia is 60 to 80%, we have other causes like a CVA, a stroke in the brain, an infection, a chronic infection in the brain, as we see in syphilis or meningitis. It can be secondary to a trauma, somebody that has a head trauma, severe head trauma. They will remain with dementia in case that they survive. There are also the use of drugs or alcohol. It can determine the cause of dementia. And so there are several vitamins, like for instance, vitamin B12 and folic acid, and also deficit in thyroid can determine dementia syndrome.
Very interesting. And so many reasons or causes that we have to really be vigilant and stay close to our seniors and watch them.
You are correct. Yeah.
So, a trauma, could it be a death in the family? What kind of a trauma?
I mean a trauma like a hit in the head.
Oh, okay.
A severe trauma. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a worry like when people fall.
Like a crash in an automobile or something like that, or a fall.
Yes.
From
an accident
roof.
with a car vehicle.
Exactly.
Oh,
something
those kinds
like
of
that.
traumas.
Yeah.
Very good.
If it affects the brain or it has a bleeding, it will left some deficit, and if it's in the frontal area that we have the consciousness there, we will see some dementia in that patient.
And I'm really interested in the diagnosis and the signs and the symptoms, because that's what we need to be, as family members, need to be watching for, or as individuals, what we're feeling, what's happening to us. Tell us a little bit about that, Doctor.
I know that everybody is worried about to get dementia, and we think that every time that we miss some event or some knowledge, a date or a phase, we are worried about that. That's not dementia. The syndrome has to be with memory, is correct. Memory is affected in all kinds of dementias, but also other mental functions like calculation, orientation, abstraction, language, all together. It means that if you are forgetting where you left your keys or where is this or that, is normal.
Okay.
That's not dementia.
Okay.
And the early signs or symptoms that you can see in your relatives or in yourself is not only the memory problem, but also you are not functioning as well as you did. This is the problem.
Maybe you forget how to brush your teeth, or daily, maybe some activities of daily living that have changed?
Those are subtle or very minimal when they start, but as it's progressing, you start losing your capacities. Even you lost the basic capacities as swallowing, thirst, or hungry. You are not feeling those things.
Eating.
And sometimes I'm wondering if they don't feel pain, because you can see patients with dementia with fractures and they are not complaining.
Oh my
But
goodness.
those are in the advanced stage.
Oh my goodness.
See,
That is amazing. You know,
it's serious.
and I do remember with my mother, she was living in her home, and we would take her food, well prepared, and she'd say, "Oh yeah, I've already eaten 3 times today,
Yes,
and 3 times yesterday. You did, but the food is still there."
Yeah. So
How
they
could that
forget.
be?
Because they don't have that circuit that tells you that you are satisfied or you are hungry. And it happened the
had
same
dementia.
with liquids. You are not thirsty anymore, so you have to be inviting them to drink. And to
She was
eat.
advanced in age. So
Yes.
is there dementia that comes just as part of an advanced age, like in their 90s?
That would be
80s.
the Alzheimer. The Alzheimer. And this is, we are talking about the diagnosis.
Yes.
We have some tools, but nothing specific to define dementias as itself. So this is why we said this is a syndrome, because it's the same group of signs and symptoms came all together. So what we do is rule out those causes that we have knowledge about them. Like we measure vitamin B12, thyroid, we look for syphilis, we look for a CT scan to see if there is anything wrong in the brain. We look for any alcohol history or levels of alcohol or drugs, all those things that we can rule out. If we rule out all those things, then we can have the syndrome as Alzheimer's disease.
Wow.
And it's about 60 to 80%. It's the most frequent.
You all take care of frail elders, and that must be a challenge.
Yes, it is, especially the treatment, because
Yes.
there is no effective treatment for dementia. It's not reversible. Depending on the cause, we can treat vitamin deficits, or we can stabilize the thyroid function. We can do certain things about rehabilitation and strokes on those causes of dementia. But for Alzheimer, even when we have 4 kind of drugs, they are not recovering the memory or the functions, unfortunately. What they offer is to slow down the progression.
Okay.
Because we know a patient with dementia, he can have 10 years of life to go from mild to advanced.
Wow.
So what we have learned is to take care of them, to be compassionate and humane, treatment for them, avoid neglection, and prevent falls and injuries, not leaving them alone, and keep it the safest that we can.
Yeah, and you know, the burden falls on the caregiver, and it is
That's
so
correct.
difficult, because I've talked to daughters that have taken care of their moms with dementia and Alzheimer's, and it is very difficult.
Very hard, yeah. It's almost impossible for one caretaker to do all the job. So
Yes.
they need to have help.
Support.
And I see some resistance in the family to place or put in a special residency those patients. And what happened is in one form, not wanted, we are neglecting them. Because we are tired, you go to sleep and the patient leave the house.
Yeah, and
or
they
get
get
burned
lost.
or
they-
fall.
Yes.
And it's because we are trying to keep them all together with us and take care of them like an obligation. It is true, yeah, we love them, but we also need to open our eyes and our mind and see what help we can have.
Yes.
It's
And
important.
Bienvivir is one.
Bienvivir is what we are dedicating to those patients. We are trying to form a team for caring the patient, and that's what we do.
Very good, very good. Now, prognosis is a big word.
Yes, prognosis, I
What
mean,
is the prognosis of dementia?
well, it's how we end when we have dementia. It is something very important for the families, the relative, to know about it. And because we are waiting for a miracle. There are not miracles.
There's no miracles.
There is no
for
miracle. So
dementia.
it's better to put our feet on the ground and said, okay, it's happening this, what we can do. And sometimes we decide to put like a PEG tube. This is a hole in the stomach, and put a pipe inside and give them feedings and liquids against their will. We are not recommended that, but it's good for them to know what are the steps.
And where we are in the process.
In the process.
That we cannot cure.
Exactly. And sometimes in our desperation, we put them on the hospital, and they cannot do anything else that we are doing. So
keep them comfortable.
Exactly. Safe, and knowing that they can die because of pneumonia. That's a very frequent cause.
Is it?
Because they forgot how to swallow, and part of the food goes into the lungs. And they don't cough effectively, and they don't know that they need to cough. They forgot
Get
about
that food
that.
out.
Yeah.
When the water goes through the wrong pipe, automatically our body starts coughing
That's
that
a reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you are conscious, you have the consciousness of that, you keep coughing and coughing, and for some reason they don't cough anymore, and they develop pneumonia.
We have to treat them with compassion and with care, special care, like you're doing with your team, your group, your health professionals, because they're at home.
It's what
Many
we are
of your
trying
patients,
to do. Yeah.
They live in the community.
Our goal is to keep them in the community.
Yes.
The most possible, but without being neglect and giving them all the care they deserve.
Michelle Salinas' number is 915-562-3444. Did I get that right, Doctor?
I think
It's
so, yes.
562-3444.
That's
and
correct.
they'll be able to get Michelle with the marking. Any last thing that I didn't ask you that you want to say about dementia or about your work?
Well, I would like to invite everybody to keep watching our elder loved ones and look for early symptoms. Some of them are very mild, and sometimes they worry, and depression is very common to be associated with dementia. And sometimes we can see that depression is because they are not able to do not a special thing, but daily living actions, activities, like cooking, like watching, like walking.
Okay.
So keep watching and ask them about the symptoms.
Yes. How are you feeling?
How are you feeling? And take them to the doctor.
And yes, get that medical professional to talk.
Exactly. They
Very
can
good.
help.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hurtado, for taking time out of your busy day to be here on Mature Living. And I'm sure our viewers are going to appreciate everything you've taught us today about dementia.
No, thank you for inviting me and having me here, and whenever is needed.
We'll call you for other topics.
Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Okay, well, we'll see you all next week.